Salam. This is video 2. Okay, so yeah, all the king's men, all the king's men horses can't put the dollar back together again. Okay, and again, perhaps it's falling to demonstrate the fact that it's not almighty. Okay, that there's only one almighty. Okay, and that's the creator of the heaven and earth and all the life that is in between, above and below. Right? Okay. So now we have to work together. We have to get there together. Okay? Okay. Now, because all life is sustained by compassion and divine love, Allah has that the divine love Allah has placed in the heart. Okay? And it, okay? In the inherent, which is the inherent programming, okay, as I said, in our tender hearts, okay, at birth. Okay, so everybody has a everybody is predestined for something. That is called a gift. That is called a talent. When we are predestined for something. We are predestined to do something, pre-programmed to do something. It's like when you create, if anybody is to create something, okay, they create it for a purpose. It has a purpose. They don't just, go out and, do anything. They do it, when they construct something, they construct it for a purpose, to be part of something else. Many times. So when a child is born, a baby is born, they're pre-programmed to fit in like a cog into, its social structure, to do something, to provide a service, to provide something that is needed in that particular environment. So everybody has fate does exist, let's put it that way. Everyone that is created has their own fate, their own destiny. Okay? Created to do something. Okay. Pre-programmed. Okay? And what part of that program is to love? Okay? Divine love. Okay? Starts with divine love. Okay. Okay. And it's programmed into our tender heart at inception. Okay? Yet the further one gets from his tender heart, okay, their neonatal inherent programming, the further he gets from the kingdom of Allah. Okay? The further he gets from Jannah. Which means the further that he is led astray from his true home. Okay? Knowledge is the key to awaken and excite. Okay? To awaken the Kundalini by exciting the heart. Okay? And nothing excites the heart greater than love. The greatest excitement in life is love. And that's what Michael was, born to teach humanity about love. If you look at the condition of humanity was prior to the birth of Michael, okay? Michael, when you think of Michael, you think of a messenger of love. That's what I think of, okay? And I'm not going to stop until, that's realized, because I know it's a fact. But look at the way the world was. Michael brought unity to the world. He brought unity. He is the embodiment of the 60s movement. He is what humanity prayed for. We are that generation. It's not going to get any better than us. It's not going to get any better than us. After our generation, the world's going to deteriorate if we don't do something about it. If we don't use our hearts and minds to do something about it. We are the change we're looking for. We are the generation of change. We are the smartest it's ever going to get at this point. We are the smartest it's ever going to get. And if we don't do anything about it, humanity's only going to degenerate. Continue to degenerate. Look at the music. Come on. Everybody's not a bitch, and everybody's not a hoe, and everybody's not out to get the dollar. I mean, we need the money, yes. I ain't going to, ignore that fact. Yes, we do need, you know, to a means by which to trade with one another, but that's not the priority. But they're trying to make that the priority, and hooking and whoring, and breaking up the family. Okay, degrading the man, degrading the woman. You know, so it's only going to get, it's not going to get better if we, old school, does nothing. We have to work in conjunction with our young people. Okay, that is what we have to do in order to make this, to make this world a better place. And you know, people like Donald Trump and Hillary, they're going to go counter to that. They want war, war, and more war, and basically just to empower themselves, their own ego. They're in id mode, want to empower their own ego. They're not a super ego. They want to empower their own ego and be remembered. That's what they want to do. Go down in history as first woman, and she's not even a woman. It's stated she's not a woman. She you know, physically a woman, but spiritually, you know, she's Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, and Donald Trump just wants to go down in history. He's got ego going on there. You know, so because he ain't really done anything in his life but spent his father's money, claiming he invested it, but he didn't. Well, no, he invested it, and he didn't invest it. He paid someone to invest it for him. So he's not the wise erd that, you know, he promotes himself to be. He's not. If anything, you know, he's one of the leading mongers to further destroy this planet and all life on it. He's a maniac. You know, he and Hillary are clear and present dangers. If you want to look at, you know, a peaceful resolution, Bernie Sanders is the one. Bernie Sanders has a heart. He's compassionate. He marched with Martin Luther King. You know, you got to listen to Cornel West. You know, very, very smart man, exceedingly smart man. So we need to listen to these wise people when they're speaking. Hillary is a killery, and Trump is Hitlerism, the second coming. Okay, so Bernie Sanders is a peaceful man. Okay, he's a peaceful man. War is the last thing he would want. Okay, if Hillary gets in and Donald Trump gets in, best to believe there will be a revolution. There will be a revolution. There will be a World War III, and it won't be as they think. Okay, all the things that Obama wasn't able to do, they got Hillary lined up to follow up on what the abomination did not do. Remember, she was part of his administration. Come on now. Let's be real here. She's not going to go in love. Okay? And there was Whitewater, where you talk about she wanted to help the poor. She didn't help no poor. Please, they were swindling the poor in Arkansas. Cheating them, old people out of the elderly out of their homes. Please. It's time to do the research now before they get in and then start whining and complaining and crying and hiding in the houses, hiding in your house and buying guns and all this kind of stuff because what? Now it's time, got to fight because people didn't use the brain. It's time to use the brain now. I want peace. I want to raise the kundalini. Can't do it with a gun. This is the time to what? Melt the weapons of war into plowshares. This is the time. We need to, when the dollar fails, we're going to need to eat. So we're going to need to put those weapons down in the plowshares so we can grow the food. Anyway, so The Kundalini is not going to rise. You know, try forcing someone to get an erection while a gun is at their head or a bomb is at their door. How many people are having sex when they see the drones dropping down or see depleted uranium coming out? I don't think they're going to get an erection when they see a bomber flying over their head. Okay? So love, war does not inspire love. Okay? It doesn't encourage love unless one is sadistic, masochistic. Okay, because there are people who get an erection off of watching, you know, psychotic behavior. Okay, but for the most part, healthy-minded people, healthy spirit people, healthy spirited people, people with healthy spirits, they don't. That sickens them. It's disgusting. And the majority of the world, the majority of humanity gets disgusted by when they see man's inhumanity to man. Okay? So, we got to use our heart sense to make this work. Okay? We're going to have to use our heart sense. Let me hear him do this. Okay. So, the heart gets excited by love, not hate, not war, not killing, not watching famine. You know, the heart gets excited by love. Okay? It's inspired by love. That's the strongest vibration. Okay? And that's the incentive to love. I mean, to raise the Kundalini, to raise the spirit, is to, what better way to raise the Kundalini? I mean, what better way to inspire someone to raise their vibration and return home than love? What better incentive can you have in the world than love? What better inspiration, what greater inspiration can you have than love? It feels good. Okay. So that's, okay. That will awaken the Kundalini, right? It will excite the Kundalini as love. And even all the prophets pointed to the heart, right? To love, right? Okay. So, to excite your heart and get and initiate the awakening, one must love, right? And that is the Holy Spirit within, okay? And to crack open and to free oneself from the paradigm, okay? Free one's spirit, oneself, from the paradigm, the corporate paradigm, the institution, an institution of mental and physical slavery for the almighty, for the fake almighty dollar, right? What do they call it? They call it fiat almighty dollar, right? Okay. Now, and while the person is trapped, okay, they're enslaved and entrapped in a vice of their own body, right? Okay. They're trapped in the vices of their own cosmic egg, and okay. Now, we must free ourselves from the cosmic egg, okay? We must enter the cosmic egg, crack it open, get the gifts in there, utilize them, okay? Act upon them physically, okay? With love, through love, and restore the planet into balance and harmony. And that's what 9/9/2016 is all about when Jupiter enters Libra. Okay? By then, everyone's mind consciousness should be expanded. It should be balanced. Their Kundalini should be rising. They should have that spiritual awakening, have greater love for humanity, greater love for themselves, greater knowledge, and would use that greater knowledge to place themselves back in balance within their communities, within their families, their communities, their cities, their states, their nation, their countries, and all humanity collectively work together to restore the planet. Because we still got Fukushima we still got Fukushima. What happened with Fukushima and poisoning the oceans. Okay, so and deal with the pollution and all that. Okay, so restore the planet back in balance. That's what it's about. That's what this time is about, and we have only till 9/9 to get it right. 9/9. Oh no, 2017-18 to 2018. Okay, then, if one is not awakened by then, okay, if one is not awakened by 2000, let's say by 9/9/2016 and going into 2018, then they will be sealed in their fate, that which they brought upon themselves, by not awakening themselves and not preparing for the karma that is to return. That is to prepare for that which they've sown in themselves, by not separating their own negative tares, or what they call it, shaft, from their wheat, or awakening their kundalini and accessing their inherent gifts. And if they don't access their inherent gifts, then what they gonna market? What they gonna market when the dollar crashes? What they gonna have, and who they gonna blame? Because they got time to do something now and learn about themselves. You can still go to the library. You can still do the online research. You can still have access to and do good deeds. This world, there's a lot to do in this life to do good deeds. A lot needs to be done. First, start by not electing Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. That's the first thing to help the planet. That's the first clear and present danger. And getting somebody in the office like Bernie Sanders to administrate the government, the leadership in government. Bring dignity back to it, integrity back to it, honesty back to it. Now, nobody's perfect, but he's the best we have out there. He's the best hope for the world when it comes to American leadership, as it relates to the government. Because you got to lead yourself. You got to raise your own kundalini on a spiritual level. Bernie can't lead you that way, but he can certainly help save the planet, to give you an opportunity to raise your kundalini, your Holy Spirit, to elevate your Holy Spirit, to allow it to ascend. Anyway, so we got to restore this planet, and we have very short time before the fate is sealed and karma strikes back, the big payback. Okay. Okay, and we got to do it using the inherent gifts within self and the collective, and then after the ascension, the collective mind. Okay, have a universal mind after connecting with the oneness. Okay, and restoring the planet to its natural health and beauty. This is what Jupiter in Libra is about: restoring balance to all life in the universe, and the alignment and the consciousness at the the realignment of the galactic center. And because humanity goes and because humanity goes through life blind, we need the Creator, the guidance of a Creator. We need of the Creator. We need Allah to help us see. Okay, because we go through life blind. Okay, we may see the physical world, but we can't see beyond today. We can't see beyond the next second. We can't see beyond the next minute. We don't know what's going to happen. We need the Creator to guide us. We need to be connected to that oneness. Remember, it's a lack of knowledge that causes us to perish. It causes humanity to perish, right? So we need to elevate awaken the Kundalini, awaken our Holy Spirit. Okay, allow it to ascend, go through the chakra system, crack open the cosmic egg. Okay, escape the paradigm, connect with the oneness. Okay, access our gifts, utilize our gifts, act upon our gifts, generate our own income. Okay, using our gifts. Okay, by which we can take care of ourselves, because we have our own fate, right? We have our own destiny. We have pre-programmed destiny. Okay, everybody was born with a predestiny. Okay, so we have to, and using that, working together. Okay, discover that which is in self. Okay, using our hearts. Okay, acting in compassion with one another, networking. Okay, we can restore ourselves. Okay, we can restore ourselves, and we can restore the planet. Because what happens when you activate the Kundalini, right? When it becomes born again, right? New. And what is also sin is passed away, right? Okay, so it is vital that all remain in tune with their heart sense, okay, or their heart intel, okay, or the vibration. Because, okay, another thing too, if the heart is hard, then one cannot feel those sensitive vibrations, okay, those sensitive, very delicate universal vibrations that are sensitive like a baby. Okay? They're very, very sensitive. That's why when strangers even look at a baby, they cry, because they're very, very sensitive, and they feel those very soft vibrations. And when they feel the vibrations, well, the heart has to be able to feel those sensitive vibrations too. And the stronger the heart gets, the stronger it'll be able to endure the vibrations, right? And act passionately. Okay, but to feel the universal vibrations, it got to be sensitive to be able to, for the brain to sensitive to the brains, in order for the brain to sense it, to be able to interpret those very sensitive vibrations. Okay, the heart has to stay soft to interpret the universal vibrations. Okay, yeah, because let's put it this way: person's heart has to be pure. Purity represents like a child, childlike innocence. Childlike innocence, one has to be soft, right? Has to have a soft heart, not a hard heart. They have to be sensitive, right? They have to protect themselves from being desensitized. So, doing that, to have a soft heart, they got to be able to feel those soft vibrations that are transmitted, okay, through the universe, okay, that have the universal programming that come from heaven, that come from Allah, or they come from our Creator, okay? We have to be sensitive enough to pick them up. We have to be like that child, okay, and have that soft heart, okay? Because those soft vibrations, remember the symbiotic relationship, our heart vibrations also, in addition to raising our kundalini, those soft heart vibrations, we pick up on universal soft vibrations, and that stimulates our brain. Okay, that stimulates our brain too. So the energy goes back and forth. It goes up and down. Okay, and it rests in the heart. The kundalini rests in the heart. The Holy Spirit rests in the heart. But the energy goes up and down. It fluctuates up and down. Okay, from heart to between heart and the heart. What let's say the conscious energy, okay? It fluctuates up and down. Let's put it, the energy, the kundalini goes up and down. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay. So, and they have to, but to pick up those universal vibrations, the person has to have a soft heart, okay? They have to have a soft heart to pick up the universal vibrations. Let's say the messages from Allah. Okay, though that energy that comes from Allah, they have to be sensitive enough to receive it. They have to be soft-hearted enough to receive it. That's why those brutes don't receive energy, the signals from God or Allah. The brutes and the tyrants and the abusers and all those ill-spirited people, they don't receive those universal waves because they don't have the soft heart to receive them. That's what I'm saying. They have to be soft-hearted like a child, angelic like a child, angelic like Michael Jackson, okay? And I'm saying this so many goddamn times. The reason why I'm saying it so goddamn time, because there's so many, I won't say there's so many people, but the fact that they had the audacity to attempt to charge him with such negative indecency as child molestation. So I'm putting this shit back in your fucking face. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I do it all the time. I want you to know you were fucked up when you did that shit, okay? To such a good, decent person. It was evil, and that evil is back in your face, okay? I'm putting it back in your face. You were evil for doing that, and you were wrong, and you were liars. You were liars. You were just jealous because he was a black man. He's a black man that achieved greatness beyond what you, Mr. Zionist, Rothschild, want the African people to represent. You wanted them to stay oppressed, but Michael overcame that oppression. Michael overcame the stereotypes. Michael overcame the lies and proved the lies and put them in your face and showed you that a black man can be richer, smarter, stronger, emotional, physically, and spiritually than a white man. I'm telling you the truth in your face. He can be smarter than a white man, and you didn't like that. He can be greater than the Beatles. He can be greater than Elvis, and you didn't like that. And putting it in your face and showing the white people, because white people, not all white people are bad. No, you're not. Because my brothers are white, my sisters are white. You know, we're all one family. But the fact remains, for the racists out there, those racists out there that want to hang on to the old paradigm structure, the old lie, okay, that Rothschild put, the old lie that Rothschild made you believe in imperialism and colonialism and racism and all that stuff. I'm putting the racism back in your face and proving to you that you were a liar. Okay? That's what I'm doing, and that's why I constantly promote Michael, because you lied on him, and to lie on him, you lied on me. That's why. Because Michael's success was my success. It's an African people's success. It's humanity's success. And I want you to know that. So as long as I'm present, mashallah, okay, I'm going to remind you of that. So expect it. Expect it like Tupac said, like you expect Jesus Christ. Anyway, so that's why I do it, because he's my hero. Okay, like Malcolm X, like Muhammad Ali, okay, like all the people who stood and looked the devil in his face and said, "Fuck you, piece of shit." Okay. Anyway, hey, part of my job is part of my calling, and I enjoy it. Okay, I enjoy telling the shaitan he's a piece of shit. Okay, I enjoy it. Anyway, let's move on. And black women are beautiful, and black people are beautiful, and people are beautiful. Humanity is beautiful. Okay, but don't get mad, because okay, when you tell somebody they're fucking ugly, expect them to return with, "No, I'm not ugly. You're fucking stupid." Expect it. Okay, all these years of discrimination and racism and all that stuff. Okay, now it's coming back in your face, and you're being shown to be a lie, and that stuff has to go. It has to go. Okay. Now, and with Bernie Sanders, it will go, because he's a very compassionate man. He's a compassionate man. He's not racist. He's not a bigot like Donald Trump. He's not a serial murderer, you know, hiding behind politics to protect themselves. He's not a Zionist. He's a good man who cares about all humanity. Black, you know, from the shade of black to we're all black, but from the shade of, like the toast, from the shade of lightly toasted to dark toasted. We're all one. But hey, racism existed, and they tried to tell me I was ugly, right? So I'm just putting it back in their face. No, I'm not ugly, because my skin is beautifully toasted. Okay, I just want you to know. Okay. Anyway, so we got to raise our kundalini, okay? We got to, okay? We got to unlock the gifts inside and utilize them and network together. All of us, from Asia, from Africa to Europe, to Asia, to wherever humanity exists, okay? We got to take care of each other, okay? Now, okay, and we got to stay in touch with our hearts, right? We got to stay tuned to our delicate heart, so we can get those delicate vibrations that are sent, divine delicate vibrations that are sent from the oneness, okay? And that our heart receives, okay? Our brain doesn't receive it, our heart receives it, like it did when we were born, or when we were in the womb, okay? Our heart receives those delicate vibrations from the universe, and that is why we got to keep our hearts soft, okay? We got to keep our hearts soft. And to to all brothers and all my family members out there that come from Europe and Asia and India, I love you. I love you, and salam to you. But to all those brothers and sisters that come from India and Asia and Mexico and anywhere else that want to hate on black people, hate on African people, okay? I don't hate you. No, I don't hate you, because hate is wrong. Okay? In Islam, we can't even hate the devil. So I don't hate you. But I tell you this, fuck you. Okay, now, moving on. And yes, I am a Muslim, but I cuss, okay? One thing about Muslims, we don't have to turn the other cheek, and I ain't turning the other cheek, okay? Okay, when you call me ugly, I call you stupid. And that's the truth. That's the real. I have that liberty. You know, one thing about African people, you know, and the institution of racism and slavery, they were supposed, in the past, they would try to say anything because you're black. You know, when a person is black, it's supposed to be, oh, you can say anything to them, but they're going to be too scared. They're going to always remember they're black and be insecure. No, I know I'm black, and I know I'm beautiful black, and I love my blackness, okay? And you can't say any goddamn thing to me because I'm black and think I'm going to be insecure and go back in the block and back in a box and feel, oh, I can't say this because I'm black. Fuck you. I'll say what I want because I'm black. Okay? Fuck you, Mr. Racist. Fuck you, Rothschild that started that shit. Fuck you, Zionists that started that shit. Okay? Jew me, do me, everybody try to sue me, fuck you. Okay? Because I'm black. Okay? I have the same right to say fuck you like anybody else. I'm out the box. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay, so, yeah, I'm sensitive. I hurt. My heart hurts when you say shit to me, the stupid. Okay? Okay, now, we're aligned at the galactic center, so we have a new universe, right? Okay, but that's karma coming back at you. Okay, what coming out of my mouth that's a bit distasteful is karma. And everybody going to get their own karma, okay? So, what did we say? Keep that sensitive heart? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that we can interpret the universal consciousness, okay, and we can act upon it, okay, with our physical body. And that concludes the video. Okay, I'm not going to apologize for what I said, okay. Like I said, to my European brothers and, you know, Asian brothers and my Mexican brothers that don't harbor any animosity or any animosity or racism toward African people, I love y'all. I love y'all. I do. I do. I will fight for you. I will fight for you. I stand beside you. You know, I love you. I share with you. I care for you. You know. But to those who bought into the racist Zionist corporate paradigm that try to step on black people and have this disdain for them or think they're superior or better or prettier or smarter, fuck you. You're not. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to feel inhibited because I'm black to say that, and to be scared because, oh, they're white and they're better than me. No, you're not. You're not. You're just fucking not. And black people need to know they're not. Those racists are not. They're just not. They're just insecure and need to have a insecurity and need to feel better than others. But there are many, you know, beautiful, you know, brothers and sisters from Europe, from Asia, from Mexico, who don't feel that way. And to them, salam, I love you. I do. And I will stand by you with whatever you go through. Okay? We're on the same train. We're on the same, we have the same goal, and that is to you know, improve our, to live life happily. Okay? In peace and harmony. And that's what I'll say. In peace and harmony. Salam alaikum. I love you. Okay? I really do. Regardless of your friend. But if you come with that damn attitude of hate and jealousy and racism and imperialism and colonialism, I don't like you. I don't. Salam alaikum.